Hi, I'm Tiger Woods. Welcome to Mexico.
This week we head to Mexico, where our first stop is the Mundo Maya Open presented by Heineken in Mérida, Yucatan. We go on a little water adventure here. And we see a familiar face in the winner's circle.
I made a few putts that usually you don't and ended up on top.
From Mérida, we head to Mexico's capital for the Bridgestone America's Golf Cup presented by Value, where PGA Tour players join us for some fun.
Muy bien.
And we sit down with Canadian Will Bateman.
By far my favorite rapper got to be Drake.
All that and more on
Esto es PGA TOUR Latinoamérica.
Esto es PGA Tour Latinoamérica. For the fourth straight year, the Mundo Maya Open presented by Heineken returned to the Yucatan Country Club in Mérida, where the par 72 7,300-yard Jack Nicklaus designed El Jaguar challenged the field early and often. Coming off opening rounds of 66 and 67, Brazilian Daniel Staff teed it up in round 3 with a 3-shot lead and maintained that lead through 12 holes before play was suspended due to darkness.
Foi dia muito bom hoje, segui jogando bom golfe. No começo, comecei com vários pares, com bastante paciência, sabendo que os birdies iam vir e por sorte eles vieram a partir do buraco 6, consegui fazer 4 birdies aí até o final. O último dia vai ser um dia largo, vai ser de muita paciência de novo, então a gente só tem que estar pronto para o que vier, com cabeça positiva aí para continuar fazendo os birdies que eu fiz hoje.
Staff added 2 more birdies to his card on Sunday morning to finish the third round with a bogey-free 5-under 67 and a 5-shot lead on the field.
A gente começou cedo hoje no buraco 13, faltava 6 buracos para jogar a terceira volta. Eu tinha jogado muito bem os 12 primeiros buracos do primeiro dia de ontem, né, do terceiro dia, e a continuação foi boa de novo. Eu comecei bem com o birdie logo no primeiro buraco para aliviar um pouco a tensão aí do começo e consegui fazer 5 pares no final, foi bem sólido, bem tranquilo e continuar nesse ritmo para a quarta volta agora.
But an even par 72 in the final round was not good enough to hold on to that lead. American Nicholas Lindheim began the day 5 shots back and in a tie for second, but charged up the leaderboard with 5 birdies in the opening 9 holes to pull even with Daniel Staff at the turn.
I didn't have any pressure on me. You know, I can go out and play my game, and I got off to a good start, which was nice. Those first few holes out here, if you can get through those, you got some opportunities to score, and I made a few putts that usually you don't and ended up on top.
Lindheim pulled ahead when Staff bogeyed the par 3 12th hole. And after a birdie at 14, he escaped disaster at 16.
Wow, yeah, I got very lucky, and I was probably 2 yards from being out of bounds. And I had a bunch of mud on my ball. I laid it up. I had an 8-iron from 150 yards and hit it to 35, 40 feet. And somehow it fell on the right side. And I mean, that was just a bonus. I mean, that's golf for you, you know.
With the unlikely birdie, Lindheim climbed to a 3-stroke lead with 2 to play. A bogey at 17 cut the lead to 2 with just the final hole left on the card. But Staff could only manage pars on the final 2 holes, giving Lindheim his second career victory on PGA Tour Latinoamérica.
I just come down here and I play relaxed. I just seem to just have fun, and I mean, it's all golf when you're out here. You know, I don't do anything else. I chip, putt, and play golf, so it's good focus, I think.
In just 4 career starts on PGA Tour Latinoamérica, he's recorded 4 top 10s, including 2 victories. And as a member of the Web.com Tour in 2015, Lindheim finished the regular season 51st on the money list. Lindheim jumps to 23rd on the order of merit with the victory. But not much has changed atop the leaderboard. Mexico's Rodolfo Casaubon, Argentina's Tommy Kocha, and Brazil's Alexandre Rocha still occupy the top 3 positions. When we come back, Santiago Quirarte tours the waters of Mérida, Yucatan. And we hear from the Abierto de Chile winner.
probably the most nerve-wracking tournament and last 3 holes I've ever played.
Esto es PGA Tour Latinoamérica.
Hola, soy Santiago Quirarte de Querétaro, México. Me acompañan 3 universitarios locales, Faby, Oscar y Cristian. Mérida, la ciudad capital del estado de Yucatán, tiene de todo para ofrecer, desde playas, cenotes, las ruinas de Chichén Itzá, una profunda huella cultural y una colorida ciudad antigua. Todo está aquí al alcance. Llegamos hasta la playa Progreso para ver qué tal están sus aguas azules y disfrutar haciendo un poco de paddleboard. Muy cerca tenemos el Corchito. Aquí se puede nadar en los cenotes, ojos de agua, que son resultado del colapso de la roca caliza. Dejarte ir por los manglares de la zona y disfrutar de la naturaleza de una forma que no es posible en otras partes del mundo.
¡Esto es PGA Tour Latinoamérica!
Hoy nos la pasamos muy bien porque fuimos a Progreso, que está aquí muy cerca de Mérida, a unos 20 minutos más o menos, y estuvimos en kayak, fuimos al Corchito, que son unos como tipo cenotes, y ahí estuvimos nadando, estuvo muy interesante, y a veces los mismos locales no conocemos lo que tenemos aquí, pero está bastante divertido. Entonces, pues yo creo que se la pueden pasar muy bien si vienen aquí a Mérida.
Mérida, Yucatán, México, tiene mucho más que ofrecer. Esta semana estoy aquí para jugar el torneo Mundo Maya Open presentado por Heineken. En todo México tenemos más de 200 campos de golf, desde campos en la costa hasta campos en territorios que superan los 2.000 metros sobre el nivel de mar. Por esto es que un viaje a México es mucho más que solo un viaje. Aquí usted puede jugar al golf y sumergirse en todo tipo de aventuras, conocer más sobre la historia, disfrutar de la cocina y las culturas mexicanas.
Mérida, Yucatán me encanta por sus paisajes, por muchos lugares que tiene que tal vez no han sido tan visitados o tan conocidos, pero tienen mucho potencial y son muy bonitos.
En Mérida, Yucatán, encontramos un montón de actividades turísticas, desde visitar cenotes, visitar zonas arqueológicas, la comida es muy rica y la gente es muy amigable.
Ojalá pueda venir y constatarlo por sí mismo. Gracias por acompañarnos hoy en nuestra aventura recorriendo Mérida, Yucatán. Hasta la próxima.
We get to know Canadian Will Bateman a little more with 5 questions.
It was one of the best experiences of my life by far. Coming down the stretch, it was probably the most nerve-wracking tournament and last 3 holes I've ever played, but in those situations, that's why you play golf, that's why I live. So, I mean, it was just unbelievable, and for my mom to be there and for us to share that moment after the round was just the coolest moment of my life. To be honest, we went to the same Thai restaurant we did all week and just had a couple drinks and, you know, just shared the trophy and shared the moment. And I mean, having her there, I don't think I would have wanted to celebrate it with anybody else. I was actually right-handed for like a couple years of my starting out golf, and then I actually switched grips, so I had the right hand on top. And my dad just gave me a left-handed club one day, and I started, you know, swinging left-handed. And everything I do is right-handed, actually. Yeah, but the only thing I do is golf left. Yeah. So I play tennis right-handed, throw right-handed, right-handed, but everything else left, yeah. People are just so genuine, and I think you come down here and you don't realize that, and as well as the countries, they're just some beautiful places we've been to. I was in Brazil, and that was one of my favorite spots. We were in Rio, and I mean, what a great place to host the 2016 Olympics. It's just amazing. And then Quito, I didn't expect, like, going down to Ecuador that I was gonna be like, wow, this is an unbelievable town, an unbelievable city. Some of the views is just like out of a magazine. It's been a great experience. By far my favorite rapper has got to be Drake. Obviously because he's from Canada, but as well because some of the stuff he says, I don't think people realize, you know, kind of what he's saying. And when you look at some of the lyrics he writes and some of the lyrics he puts down, it's mind-boggling. running through the six with my woes. And I think when people think about woes, they don't really know what woes means, right? And working on excellence. And I think that's like a huge thing for me. You know, when you're doing anything in life, I think being excellent at what you do is really important.
Coming up, a few PGA Tour players visit Mexico City for the Bridgestone Americas Golf Cup, presented by Value.
This is a first for me. I've been all around the country, but never here, so this is an honor.
Esto es PGA Tour Latinoamérica. Mexico City, one of the largest metropolitan areas in the world, is alive with energy, culture, and sport. With a population of 21 million people, Mexico's capital city is poised to become the next big mecca in the game of golf. And so it was no surprise that when one of the game's greatest players landed in Mexico City to support the Bridgestone Americas Golf Cup, presented by Value, he created quite a buzz.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be back in Mexico, but I've never been here in Mexico City, so this is a first for me. I've been all around the country, but never here. So this is an honor to have Bridgestone, the America's Cup, come together and to have such a great event for all of Latin America, trying to grow the game, trying to foster the game, and we'd like to see golf get to the next level here, in not just in Mexico, but all of Latin America.
Una verdadera distinción y honor tenerte aquí, Tiger. Muchas gracias.
Tiger wasn't the only star on stage. Mexico's own Carlos Ortiz and American Matt Kuchar joined him at the pre-tournament press conference.
Yo creo que este es un primer paso que está tomando el gobierno del país y toda la iniciativa privada para apoyar el golf mexicano, y bueno, yo creo que va en muy buen camino y está en muy buenas manos.
I think this is an event that is really going to help grow the game. Particularly with the Olympics coming up next year. The excitement for golf is growing, and I think this is a great way to get it started.
Tiger and Matt, thank you for coming, and welcome to Mexico.
Muy bien, con ayuda de Tiger está haciendo ese swing.
After the press conference, Tiger Woods, Matt Kuchar, and Carlos Ortiz joined Mexico's Lorena Ochoa and Rodolfo Casaubon on the practice tee for a kids' golf clinic.
Tenemos que cerrar un poquito los pies. Si ven, lo está haciendo muy bien Rodolfo. Adelantar un poquito las manos para que la cara del bastón esté cerrada y la pelota pueda salir bajita.
Y ahí está el tiro.
The event showcased both the skill and the fun of the game.
Oh!
And some of the game's youngest fans got a one-on-one lesson of a lifetime.
Bien. Shot. Well done. Una vez más. Se apunta más para acá.
Up next, 30 teams gear up for the best ball tournament. And we see who takes home the victory.
Couldn't have asked for a better partner. This was a dream day, dream week for me.
Esto es PGA Tour Latinoamérica.
Hola, soy Marco Ruiz de Paraguay.
Yo soy Fabricio Zanotti de Paraguay.
Mein Name ist Stefan Jäger. Mein Name ist Konstantin Schwirz und ich komme auch aus München, Deutschland.
Hola, soy Sebastián Vázquez de México.
Hola, soy Juan Pablo Solís de México.
Hola, soy David Borda de Pamplona, España.
Y yo soy Samuel del Val de Bilbao, España.
Hey, I'm Kent Bull from Glasgow, Kentucky.
I'm Keith Mitchell from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
I'm Edward Figueroa from Naples, Florida, and I'm representing Puerto Rico.
My name is Rafa Campos from Puerto Rico.
Eu sou Daniel Staff de Curitiba, no Brasil.
Rafa Becker de São Paulo.
The second annual Bridgestone Americas Golf Cup, presented by Value, once again brought teams from around the world to represent their country in a best ball tournament.
Oh, it means everything to me. It's my heritage. And to be able to represent Puerto Rico, it means a lot. It means a lot to my family. You know, I have a lot of relatives still in Puerto Rico, and they follow me, and hopefully me and Rafa will be able to play well this week and represent them really well.
Con José jugamos bastante torneos juntos.
pero nunca tenemos la oportunidad de jugar juntos en equipo. Entonces yo creo que para nosotros significa bastante y estamos muy emocionados por jugar esta semana.
Es algo especial, ¿no? Siempre que puedes representar a tu país, algo que cualquier deportista sueña y bueno, ahora con mi amigo Rodolfo, que hemos jugado desde chiquitos y jugamos juntos a la universidad, pues va a ser algo muy padre, muy buena experiencia.
Muy bonito, ¿no? De hecho, pues el año pasado David también jugaba aquí en Latinoamérica conmigo y bueno, pues para mí es pues un honor, ¿no? Que vuelva aquí, que le echamos de menos en Latinoamérica y poder jugar juntos, ¿no? Representando a nuestro país.
When talking about the strategy to play Club Campestre de la Ciudad de México and best ball, there was one common word amongst the players.
Play aggressive.
Cambia un poquito la estrategia de juego, quizás más agresivo.
Ser un poco agresivo también por el estilo de formato, creo que eso sería la clave para esta semana.
Entonces hay que jugar muy agresivo, sacar mucho el driver.
It's 4 days of pretty much be aggressive throughout the entire week. But the truth is, this course really, you got to be really smart.
No tanto agresivo porque este campo, como saben, es muy angosto y una vez que te metes a los árboles, hay muy poca chance de poderle tirar a green.
Es un formato más relajado, creo. Se jugaría un poquito más agresivo si no fuera la cancha. Esta cancha es un poquito trabada, entonces que no creo que un juego muy agresivo va a ser mucha ventaja.
Whether playing aggressive is key or not for each team, these guys are just looking forward to a different paced week and having a good time on the course.
Muy contento, ¿verdad? De estar jugando acá con Marco, un amigo de toda la vida. Creo que es una gran oportunidad también para el golf latinoamericano hacer esta clase de torneos donde vienen figuras como Kuchar y eso para que siga creciendo.
You see the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup all the time on TV. It's nice to know that we're playing for the U.S. down here. I mean, I know it's our first time doing it for something like this, even throughout amateur golf, so it's a big honor.
I'm just looking forward to being on a team with Matt. Fortunate to get the opportunity to play here and be in Mexico City to play, and it's going to be pretty cool to be playing alongside Matt Kuchar, obviously, all week. And I mean, just the atmosphere is great, and I'm just looking forward to teeing it up.
The excitement surrounding Tiger Woods' early week appearance at the Bridgestone America's Golf Cup continued as the tournament got underway, even though back surgery forced the 14-time major champion to give up his spot alongside Matt Kuchar to fellow American Justin Huber. Once the first tee was in the ground, it was all about competition and pride. The Paraguayan team of Marco Ruiz and Fabricio Zanotti struck first, shooting an 11 under par 60 in the first round to take a 2-shot lead over the Mexican team of Rodolfo Casaubon and Carlos Ortiz.
Sí, la verdad que es ideal. No pensé que podemos llegar a tener un par de golpes de ventaja, pero jugamos bien. Fabricio jugó muy sólido. Le ayudé en un par de hoyos y nos complementamos bien el día de hoy.
Sí, la verdad que somos muy buenos amigos y yo creo que eso es muy importante, ¿verdad? Solo estar positivos los dos, dándonos ánimos los dos todo el tiempo. Y tiros malos van a venir y solo aguantar esos tiros y seguir para adelante, ¿verdad?
The American team of Matt Kuchar and Justin Huber surged ahead in round 2 with a bogey-free 11 under par 60.
Justin played some beautiful golf. Was just throwing it down every fairway, and I kind of rode Justin's coattails and then threw in a couple birdies of my own.
And we both played well. If I was struggling on a hole, he picked it up and he made birdie, and it was just kind of vice versa all day. We gave ourselves a lot of birdie looks and fortunate enough to capitalize on some.
The duo dropped in 7 birdies and 2 eagles on the day, including Kuchar's chip in on 17.
Drew a good lie and hit a beautiful chip that never left the hole, and not one that you expect to make, but certainly one with a partner up there, shooting for eagle. I was certainly trying to be aggressive with it.
The eagle pushed the Americans to 15 under with a 1-stroke advantage over Zanotti and Ruiz, who struggled with the wind on day 2, but held on to solo second, while Mexico's team of Sebastián Vázquez and Juan Pablo Solís climbed into a share of third with a 5 under 66. The competition heated up in the third round, as the Paraguayan team stood toe-to-toe with the Americans. Zanotti and Ruiz cruised to a bogey-free 9 under par 63, which included Zanotti's clutch birdie on 18.
Sí, la verdad que yo creo que fue clave cómo nos combinamos hoy. Y bueno, sí, es muy importante jugar bien el sábado para estar ahí metido en la pelea mañana. Así que bueno, muy contento por eso.
The Paraguayans closed strong, pulling even with the experienced American team heading into the final round.
Guys we played with played some great golf, and so it was fun kind of back and forth all day. We had a little dry spell there mid-round and then picked it up, started playing some good golf.
Anytime you get a guy that's won 7 times on the PGA Tour and you're leading going into the last day, you feel pretty confident. It's going to be a blast.
The Bridgestone America's Golf Cup doesn't count towards the official order of merit. But when national pride is on the line, that competitive fire ignites, motivating each of the 30 teams to give their best on Championship Sunday. Matt Kuchar and Justin Huber started fast, carding 6 birdies and an eagle on the way to an 8-under 28 front 9 and a 5-stroke advantage at the turn.
I'm going to be honest, it was probably the best round I've ever witnessed in person. He just kept pouring it on from the beginning. He was making putts, he was hitting it close, and I mean, it was a blast to watch.
The Paraguayan team of Zanotti and Ruiz fell off the pace early, dropping back into a 3-way tie for 5th by day's end. Representing Puerto Rico, Rafael Campos and Edward Figueroa made an extraordinary final round charge, carding 10 birdies, 6 on the back 9 alone, to finish at 10 under for the day and in solo second place. But it was the Americans, armed with one of the top players on the PGA Tour, who took control of the cup down the stretch, pouring in 4 more birdies to just 1 bogey on the back 9 to win the Bridgestone America's Golf Cup by 4 strokes.
He's been such a great guy, such a great teammate, and I've learned a lot from him, and hopefully one day can do what he's doing.
To be able to represent the United States, to come down to try to grow the game of golf in Latin America, to be at such a great place. We were so very well welcomed here in Mexico City at Club Compastre. It's been a great week, and it's always fun when you come out victorious.
To find all the latest news, highlights, and live scores, log on to our website, pgatourla.com.